What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are coming at you with another segment of our movie review, and we just saw the movie Sisu. It's very gory, and it's not worth going to go see in movie theaters.
Just like that.
Just like that. Forgettable, honestly.
Waste of time.
Don't go. To put it in a quick summary, it's basically John Wick with Nazis.
Which is how they advertise it as well.
I mean, it's fine. But super boring, honestly. I mean, it's just predictable. The movie starts out interesting, hardworking guy just digging and digging for gold, and he finds gold, it's all in the trailer. Honestly, I don't care if I spoil this.
This is
at
the
all.
whatever review.
This is the whatever
This
review.
is the whatever review.
This movie was hot garbage. A 1 to 10, I give it a 3.
Yes.
A 3 out of 10.
A 3.
A 3 for you as well?
Maybe even lower. I'd have to digest a 3. I was even walking out of the theater like, okay, a 4, but 3 I think hits right.
I think a 3 would do.
Because there's like good production value. I
Yeah.
guess that counts for something.
There were some pretty shots with like the environment and
And good acting, I guess you would say good acting. It's not the acting that was bad.
I don't even know if I'd say good acting.
I mean, he said like 2 words.
Yeah,
So,
very little, and everything was. I mean, it is what it is. I'd say skip it. Don't go see this in movie theaters. Honestly,
There's no reason to see it. I mean, if you've seen, you can. There's. I'm just trying to think. Like you're going into it for the fun, gory violence.
yes.
Did any of the scenes like go to you like, whoa, I didn't see that coming, or that was a brand new type of kill?
Okay, if it's in the Red Band trailer, but it makes no sense at all, right? He picks up and throws a live landmine like it's a frisbee, and it just smacks a dude right in the face, and of course he explodes, and it's just like, well, first of all, landmines are super sensitive. How would you even pick that up in the first place? He would have been dead in the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Don't use logic.
I know, and so this movie is Inglorious Bastards.
Rambo
meets
Terminator
meets John Wick meets what else? Oh, Taken.
Taken.
Because he's relatively old.
And he has a legend. Well, they all have John Wick.
It's a very it's the he's immortal. Can we even hurt him? And then after like 20 guys die, everyone's like, who knows? Like,
yeah.
But
there's lots of Rambo, and I guess John Wick does it too. But like Rambo self-surgery stuff, you'll see a lot of that in this.
There's a self-surgery scene. I mean, and it's pretty You're just.
I had to look away.
Yeah, I mean, it just looked like ketchup and blood was squirting squirting everywhere.
I looked away. I'm a little squeamish.
He's got the belt. He's just ripping a Turner kit, and he's just like,
and he wipes dirt in the wood. Which that's a thing, right? Or something.
He like throws gasoline into it, and then he lights it on fire.
What was the scene? Since we're going all into it, why did he light himself on fire? What was the point of that?
So there's a moment in the movie where he's like stuck between some landmines, and he needs to either run or get shot. And he hits a landmine with a rock, and it causes a lot of dust. And then he does a quick escape. And then they sick the dogs after him. They release a German Shepherd after him, and the German Shepherd was gonna get him, but he got dragged by the truck and stabbed the gas can. And then he was soaked in gasoline, so to not get bit by the German Shepherd, he lit himself on fire for like 15 seconds, which probably would have killed him.
Most likely would have killed someone or horribly burned them.
And then he jumps into a lake, like it would just put out the fire that he was drenched in gasoline.
Wow.
It started out interesting, quick couple kills, and then it just turned into like, this is ridiculous. It reminded me of like Shaun of the Dead. You know what I mean?
Oh, remember when he was sucking air out of the guy's neck?
Oh, yeah.
That was I guess original. That was disgusting.
Yeah. He was slicing throats underwater.
And then to get air, he would suck the air from their windpipe or whatever. Oh God!
Don't see this movie.
Do not see this movie.
Don't see this movie. I'd rather go see John Wick a second time than see this movie.
Why not?
You
Yeah,
know,
just go see John Wick. Although the one saving grace, not it's not saved by this, but it was only an hour and a half, right?
only an hour and a half.
Did it feel long to you though?
I wanted it to end.
I wanted it to end. It actually felt long,
I
even though
wanted
it was
this
an hour and a
movie to
half.
end.
It's a quick movie, but
And
it felt long.
even with what we told you, it's really not even spoiled because there's so many other kills. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's so much other good. We gave you maybe 2 or 3 little quick minute situations
Yeah.
that you can probably pull from the trailer or the Red Band trailer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, they got mud kills, there's underwater kills, there's mine kills, there's machine gun kills, knife kills, plane kills, hanging kills.
Sure.
Wow, I mean,
Yeah, to say it's unbelievable is, obviously
Yeah.
you're supposed to suspend disbelief, like they say.
but they didn't even care with this movie.
Yeah, there was no reality to it whatsoever.
A 3 out of 10.
Yeah, 3.
3 out of 10.
Whatever. It's not even worth thinking about to give a number.
It should have been on Netflix.
It is amazing how some
should have been on
movies
Netflix.
can't get made, and then this movie got made.
This one. I feel bad for the actors because, like, it was entertaining,
Yeah, sure.
you know, but it was more or less like, okay. I don't know how to explain how I'm entertained, I guess, because of the killing Nazis situation. You know what I mean? Anything World War II and going after Nazis.
Yep.
You're always intrigued. You're like,
Everyone
okay.
loves to kill Nazis. Yeah,
It's like it's Nazi zombies and Inglorious Bastards. It's just a whole decade of we hate Nazis.
Nazis bad.
And they've been milking that for a long time. And we go
Since World War II. Yeah.
They've been
We're
milking
on like
that.
70 years.
They've
yeah.
been milking that for a long time.
70, 80 years, yeah.
So that's basically why I got 3 points because it was Nazis. If it was anything else, if it was just like random people and some random guy, it would be a 1 out of 10. Basically.
Right.
It would just be okay. It exists as a movie.
It exists.
It exists, so it's a 1.
Yeah, can you give a movie a 0? Is our scale 0 to 10,
scale
or is it
is
just 1 to 10?
1 to 10.
It's got to be something. Yeah, you
it's
got
a
to
1
get
to 10,
something.
yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Someone
did the effort.
showed up and got
They
paid.
did the effort, so it's a 1 at least.
Someone signed a contract somewhere
Right.
to show up early in the morning to suck
Right.
windpipe air out of a
Oh,
dead
God.
guy's neck.
Oh man, that's so gross. There's a lot of gross stuff in this movie,
We had a lot of options. We could have saw anything else.
and we will see some other movies.
We picked the
yeah.
movie Sisu because it was just okay. It was so the trailer. I think it's the same stunt team or the same stunt coordinator.
It has stuff
So-
they share with John Wick. Like
Yes.
there's something.
and then you got that, and then you got the Nazis, and then it's like it's not exactly a World War II movie, in terms of just the fact that they're wearing and using World War II era guns and gear. That's about it. But other than that, if you think it's a war movie, it's not. It's basically just a group of guys going after the one guy who's undefeatable, just like
It's a revenge.
I guess it's a revenge tale, and they didn't even tell you what happened to the guy's family.
There's like they alluded to it, like in a kind of, and it's like he's having like a flashback, but they don't show
They
anything.
don't show it.
You see his expressions on his face, which are the same expression all
By
the
the
time.
way,
yeah.
at the end when stuff was going down, there was no debris or anything. It was just and you're just like, wait a minute.
You mean the?
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about? I mean,
No,
this
we're
is-
not.
you
We're
know,
not.
That we won't.
We're
give
not
away,
even going to
yeah.
talk about it. But he's just they think, is he immortal?
It made no sense. The last part, they showed it didn't make any sense.
It
How
was
he
just- it was
he
just like,
survives multiple
just
near
wrap it
death.
up. Just
Let's-
wrap it
yeah,
up.
Got it. 3.
Wrap it up, end this movie, and then it was like it was a weird ending. It was a quick ending. It was just out of
It was
nowhere.
like a jokey, like bum, 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 bam, you
right,
know.
a jokey. It did not do good at all.
Yeah.
So they should have ended it on the line before the ending line.
This makes me think back. Yeah, I hear you. This makes me think back to like John Wick. They should have killed him. I think he should have died in the end. Then it would at least have been like, oh, okay.
If he would have, if this guy would have died in the end, like from his injuries, because there were plenty.
There was a lot.
There was a self surgery every 30 minutes.
Surgery.
You know what I
He has
mean?
like, unlimited blood supplies. Yeah, apparently he cannot be bled out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoops.
and he's just like he's using makeshift needles out of
Yeah.
nails that he finds
Rusty
in the
nails.
rubble.
Yeah, right.
Gasoline. When
Gasoline.
he lit his own wound on fire, that
That's
was
Rambo. That was Rambo 3, and I'm sure it's been done in other movies. But yeah,
man.
it reminds me of Rambo 3 when he does that.
So what they grab you with the dog because they kind of want to scare you throughout the whole movie. Is the dog gonna die? They shoot at the dog. They do booby traps with the dog. The dog gets in dicey situations. The dog lives.
The dog lives.
They
Spoiler.
they cannot kill a dog since John Wick 1 in a movie because people get really mad when they show an animal.
I think they should have went with it because then you'd have the audience be like, "Mother effing,
Right, we gotta
Nazis."
we're on his side now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they did, a horse did bite the dust.
And he loved the horse.
And he loved the
he
horse.
like hugs the
They
horse's
didn't
head.
do a little thing. Normally in movies, when they show an animal get wounded, they're like, no animals were hurt in the production of this film.
Oh, you don't think?
No,
Of course
not.
they.
Of
Of course they. We
not.
didn't even stay for the credits.
But they
yeah.
normally show that, like just in case someone's
like
like
a disclaimer at
yeah,
during the scene.
Yeah, just
Right.
in case someone's
Don't
like,
worry, this is not a real horse.
that looked really realistic.
Oh,
What was
man.
with that horse?
Yeah.
Yeah, horses get a bad rap in war movies.
War horse. Yeah.
War horse. Yeah, did he do it for the horse or did he do it for the gold? I feel
You
like
know,
his
he
motivation.
loved that gold, man. He was all about that gold.
I don't get. There was a moment where he was like about to give up, and of course he
When
doesn't.
he buried the.
And it's just, well, what about the other 50, chunks of gold you got? You're throwing away one chunk. Like, who cares about that one chunk?
symbolism.
Oh man,
Yeah, whatever.
movie sucked, guys.
Movie sucked. 3.
3 out of 10. I'd wait for it to come out on Netflix, or
Why?
I mean,
Is it even worth your time?
don't even. I mean, so
If you want to see Nazis getting killed, sure. Why, there's some
yeah, but
original stuff.
You're
I
gonna
guess.
drop like $20 to go see this movie.
If it's on Netflix and you
It's
feel
not-
like it,
it's
go
not worth
whatever.
20.
Do whatever you
If you're
want.
gonna get popcorn and a drink,
You're gonna regret it.
and you're gonna spend $13 to $15 on this ticket, you're gonna be like, that was.
I mean, unless you are in love with seeing Nazis get brutally eviscerated, sure, they go for it. But
There are people who will just like this movie
yeah,
because of that.
there were people in the theater.
There were barely.
There was 1 or 2 people applauding at the end.
Someone did clap.
Someone did a clap, and no one else joined them. But one person did clap, maybe 2. I couldn't tell. But it was not contagious.
If
Applause. Yeah.
I want to say we're about a week late to this review. So if you saw the movie, comment down below.
And it came out probably in Finland back
Yeah,
last year.
yeah.
It says it's from 2022.
Okay.
So I don't know. Yeah.
Comment your best kill if you did see the movie, and then if you know what we're talking about towards the end, there's a little bit of like, okay, their production value must have been hindered because
Or if you can explain how the ending, how he survives.
I'm not even going to explain it. They got
Did you get it? Did you understand?
towards the end, it just got a little sloppy.
But can you explain how he survived the plane?
We're not.
We're not going into that?
No, don't even.
Okay, roger
Just,
that.
just in case someone does go see this movie, you know what I mean? Like, well,
Right.
there are. I heard there's some crazy kills. There's some crazy kills.
There's some crazy kills, yeah.
Nothing that's like new though. You're not like, oh my god, that was like. You're not like, oh wow, I didn't see that coming. Or it's just, it's just you see it's just a softball pitch and then a murder.
Here it comes. And, it's
Softball
just
pitch, Nazi murder.
Nazi murder. It's like, how are they going to do it this one, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah, nothing really.
Nothing stood out.
I guess nothing.
I was barely entertained. I almost fell asleep.
For real?
I was getting tired.
You were getting sleepy. Oh,
dozing
that's not a
off.
good. That's not a good.
Little bit of a dozing
wow.
off. All right, guys.
oof, yeah, 3.
3 out of 10.
Rewatchability, none.
None. We're almost at 15 minutes.
We wasted 15 minutes
We
on
wasted
this. Oh
15
my
minutes
god,
on-
I'm sorry for the audience.
We'll wrap it up. 3 out of 10. Rewatchability 0. Don't go see it. Honestly, don't even. I'm never going to rewatch this.
Never,
movie.
ever again.
One and done, and we shouldn't have seen it once.
Agreed.
All right, guys, that's it for the movie review of Sisu. All righty.